Forest Temple. Always creeped me out when I was a kid. Me, Mafuki.
And me, Octo. Very, very spooky. It's the ambience.
Ambiance, yes. It's always this very weird or barky thing. I can't describe it. Barky? Forest Temple? You get it? It was not intentional.
You want to know why it's barky? Because if you listen... Oh, barky, because there's
double
wolf.
Barky. Wolves.
The two different meanings of the word.
Yes. So,
Smoky.
you know, pretty like...
Looks like a hook shot without a chain.
Does kind of look like it. I mean, we know this game pretty well. I still have issues with Master Quest.
Yeah?
So.
This temple Master Quest took me forever.
Really what it is, though, it's like, I've played this game so many times, and you get used to doing it one way.
Yeah, you
and
really
all of a
do.
sudden, Master Quest, it just throws you for a loop.
Yeah.
You know?
This was my first real taste of Master Quest just screwing with my mind.
Yeah?
This temple was so insane. I remember feeling like an idiot because, actually I should go, the stealth boats are straight ahead, right?
Yes.
In Master Quest, you know how you have to drain the well?
Yeah.
You know how you have to shoot the eye that's inside the well? Oh, right, I don't have a shield. Because I'm a man.
Yeah.
You know how to shoot the eye that's in the well, to drain the well.
Right.
In Master Quest, I was like, oh, they're gonna be tricky. It's not gonna be in there.
Right.
And it was in there.
It was.
And I spent like 30 minutes looking for it. Like, where could it be? And then I didn't even think that it would actually be there.
Right.
And yeah, I felt like a dumb bunny.
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, see what you just did there?
Yeah.
Like, that was super hard when I was a kid. Later on Dungeon is a harder one, I think, but that was so hard.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Looks like you could hit someone with that and it would be a blunt weapon.
Yeah.
Like a Little League baseball bat.
Something like that. It's got a weird handle, though. I don't know if it's
Well, okay.
we get
Like a hacksaw, a weird hacksaw.
You should get, if you swing with that like a bat, like with a bat, as a bat, and it goes through the hole, you should instantly get the equivalent of a home run point.
Yes.
Because yeah, it's
not a
fun to
grand
do.
slam, which is bases loaded.
Let's not go nuts now.
Not going nuts. Every time I look at the seas, it just disgusts me.
Okay, all right. It's
there you go. That's how it should be.
Humans are creatures of habit, you know. So it's just the way it is. That's why we had that very fun discussion about switch versus hold, right? So.
Sorry, I played it backwards because I'm so used to Majora's.
Oh sure, a likely excuse.
All right.
Sorry, no. I mean,
we're gonna play that game.
No, I should say.
We're gonna play that game.
I should say a likely reason.
Which
actually changes the.
Didn't sound snarky at all.
No, likely reason. It's totally different. Well, excuse me if I maybe cough or trying to clear my throat because I've got a bit of a
cold
tickle. Yeah, just a little bit of the sniffles. But,
oh
no! You gotta be very careful. Yeah.
I locked onto him now.
I find that we can't lock onto them at this point. They just go up.
If only I had a longer hook shot.
No,
I wonder if that would come into play later on in the game.
Dare you?
Just be really careful here.
So this is kind of something unrelated, but as of this recording, we are like, I have a backer on Kickstarter.
You are?
Yes, Mighty Number 9, and as of this recording, there's like less than an hour left. Whoops. Yeah. There's less than an hour left before the Kickstarter ends, and it's pretty exciting. I'm very excited about that. It's not that I want Capcom to fail or anything. I just want them to stop making silly mistakes, you know?
Like Ultimate Street Fighter 4 Turbo Edition.
Turbo Ultra Super
Which
Ultimate Edition.
doesn't make sense because DLC could do exactly what you're trying to do.
Or the fact that they made Resident Evil more like an action game.
Don't
like
even
survival horror game.
Don't even get me started on Resident Evil. I loved that series, and they murdered it.
Yeah, yeah. Or that, I mean, the obvious one, of course, is that they canceled the last 3 Mega Man games.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I just know about Legends.
Yeah, Legends was the big one, yeah, but they canceled the other ones too.
Legends was the first Legends was the Mega Man 64, right?
That's right, same game. It was just when it was poor rated, they changed the name.
I wasn't a huge fan of that one.
Yeah, me either, because I was expecting it to be like the other Mega Man games.
Yeah.
When I first bought it. But it had a certain charm to it that kind of grew on me over time.
Oh, and I was really quick. I was totally wrong about draining the well. That's you drain it by shooting an eye that's inside of it in Master Quest, but in this one you just push the switch up top.
Right.
That's why it was so different and it took me forever. It was actually my brother, just like, what about look inside the well? And I was like, there's nothing inside. There's water inside. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't the point of Master Quest though. Really, I mean, it was supposed to be really obtuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you had, like, go to Jabba Jabba's belly and shoot a cow, and it opens the door.
Yep.
You know? Like, it's like, there's things in game design that you expect to be adhered to. You know, it's like, Hide Live. Ever played the Hide Live?
I've never played it, but I've seen tons of things on it by multiple people.
Right, yeah. It's like, you run into enemies, you kill enemies by running into them. Like, every game for children has taught us that touching enemies hurts you, and it's bad. You know?
Yep.
Like, there's very few games I'm thinking about now that where touching enemies is not immediately a bad thing.
Yep.
I don't know how that works. Monsters just have this aura of death and pain that just surrounds them. I don't know. See, Navi's telling you is a very important thing there.
Oh, arrows. Oh.
Yeah.
I would never guessed.
Well, but see, it's not really fair, is it? It's like she's helping you, and all it was is one quick little sentence, you know?
Is she really?
We've been over this already about Navi, how overblown her annoyance is.
Yeah, she's not bad at all. Can I just squeeze through there? Oh, right.
Yeah. It's like I love Majora's Mask, but I don't like Paddle because of how annoying she is. But in a different way.
So, Mifuki and I, we talk quite often. Well, not so much recently, but when the thought first came to us about Majora's Mask remake for the 3DS.
Oh yes, yeah.
If they made one, which they better.
It seems like a natural thing to do. I mean, it would sell pretty well, I would think.
Yeah. I understand if Miyamoto wants to get one under his belt before he remakes another one.
Yeah,
that's totally cool. I understand.
And hey, I mean, more than New Zelda, I'm always okay with that.
Yeah, I'm still more of a fan of the 3 style like this than I am the top down. So I'm a little disappointed that it's a Link to the Past 2. Not saying it's gonna be a bad game, and not saying Link to the Past is a bad game.
It's purely your preferred style.
It's just my preferred, camera angle.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because the first one I played was Zelda 2: Adventure of Link.
Right.
Then the second one was the original Zelda. Then the third one was a Link to the Past. No, the third one was Ocarina of Time, and then I didn't play Link to the Past until I got it on the Game Boy Advance.
Really? Okay.
So I was a little... It's an eye there, right?
Yeah.
So I was a little disappointed when it wasn't what I loved from Ocarina. And they did it so well, remaking this game for the 3DS.
They really did all the little details.
Yeah.
It's very, very well done.
And putting in Easter eggs to promote Skyward Sword.
Which were they?
There was a whole bunch of posters of Link that were hidden around the map. They're all Skyward Sword posters.
Really?
Yep. It's one in Lon Lon Ranch when you're an adult, when the bad guy has like control of the ranch. If you go up into his room and break, I don't know. If you're a kid, if you go up into the owner's room,
Talon?
yeah, and you break a bottle, there's a poster of Link. But if you
right,
if you go into it when it's owned by the other guy, like the bad guy,
Dingo,
yes, there's a picture of Ganon.
That's really cool. I actually forgot. I didn't know that again.
Yeah.
It's really nerdy. Yeah, this part right here. I love this. When I was a kid, I loved this. This was the coolest thing for me.
Just gonna.
Because you gotta remember, this was like the first game that I ever played that was 3D.
That's even cool now. If that happened in like a modern game, I'd be like, yeah, this game's pretty creative.
Yeah, that's pretty great. So I was like freaking out as a kid because I was like, I had never played a 3D game before. It was like just amazing.
The wall masters are also terrifying.
Yeah.
Get away. I don't even want to deal with you.
Funny thing is, like, Navi warns you, and I still didn't take her advice. I should have listened to her when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I always say that in relation to this game because this game is just nostalgia for me, you know?
These rooms were really cool because it was like, what?
What's that?
What?
What's that about?
Oh, okay. Well, okay. That's odd.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is called foreshadowing.
So this is gonna go into there's a hole in the middle of the room. Well, okay.
I never got this.
Stalfos.
He can somehow just like walk over
Because
that.
he's skeleton.
Okay.
He's so light.
Yeah, right. Look, he's got a big old
Jump at me.
metal shield.
I don't want to fall.
This might be really hard though. It's really weird that you're kind of making it look easy. Maybe it is easy. I don't know. I haven't played this in a bit.
There we go. Now that I can move into the middle.
Probably over a year now, isn't it? I mean, this 3DS version of this came out over a year ago. Like back when it came out, when the 3DS first came out. So that was like.
No, it was not when the 3DS first came out.
It was close. It was like
it was
months.
I think it was half a year.
Oh no! What are you doing? You have to kill that one quick. If you don't kill them together, they raise, respawn or whatever.
Run! Attack me! Jump at me! Jump! Jump!
Jump at
me!
Oh no! You don't! Oh, you got this! Oh,
With half a heart too. Kind of starting to sweat.
That was really hard.
We got fairies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is because I'm trying to be impressive going without a shield, even though it's not really impressive.
You're for some reason doing a no shield run.
It's fun. No shield adds challenge.
No,
and adds Link stabbing himself in the head.
I didn't know about that animation. I can't believe it's something I didn't know about this game.
Yeah.
I thought I knew everything about this game. I just never thought to not go without a shield. There's no point, right?
Yeah, my buddy Josh and I went through this game mostly shieldless. You just kind of have to be in an honor system where you just don't use your shield until you absolutely have to. Meaning, if there's a shield later on that you might have to use, you never know.
Did you ever do like 3 hard no shield challenge? Or...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. On Master Quest, because Master Quest is so much harder.
Yeah.
Then.
So did you find it like pretty hard?
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
So, did you find it hard to do 3 hard challenge? Like, did you get one shot by things?
There was a few times you can get one shot. The Stalfos dive attack is a one shot.
Really?
So you gotta be. It just turns into getting really good at dodging.
Right. And so that's like the thing about like difficulty save, right? I've seen people complain about like the best example I have is like Fantasy 11 that I went playing. It's like the difficulty, but like the game is just too easy or whatever, right? And I'm like, what gear are you using? Oh, the best gear in the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you know, it's always been the gamer. I don't know what you call it. The gamer sort of mentality that like if a game is too easy, you purposely make it harder.
Yeah.
Whether it's 3 hard challenges, shieldless challenges, whether it's like for those of you who know what I'm talking about, Final Fantasy X, no spirit grid challenges. You know, Final Fantasy 7, no materia challenges or whatever.
Yeah. Or like, like doing something even in multiplayer. Like if you're above average in a game and you want to try to spice it up, you know, like pistols only in Call of Duty or something like that.
Exactly. So it's like I don't get that complaint because it's like, oh, this game is. It's like putting a game on easy and then saying this game is too easy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's on easy.
I get so frustrated when my friends play the game on easy and they're like, man, I blew through it. Like I wish the game was longer.
It's longer, like, harder.
I'm like,
challenging.
Even if it's just longer, I'm like, it makes it longer if it's more challenging.
Yeah, I mean, if you want that, then there's a reason to get that.
Yeah.
And so it is very odd to me. I mean, granted, I see what they're saying about difficulty or challenge, right? But what I'm saying is, you can make challenge and you can make the cool thing about some games, RPGs especially, that you can have a lot of freedom to make the game whatever you want. You can make it harder or easier.
Yep.
Generally, you make it harder.
Yeah.
There's an upper limit to how powerful you can be, generally.
Yeah.
But
there's something I love in RPGs that have a carry limit, that have a weight. There's only one RPG that I know of, or at least that I've played, that has done this, and it's in Fallout New Vegas, where there's a hardcore mode.
Yeah.
Whereas you have to eat regularly, you have to drink regularly, and you have to sleep regularly, or your character can die from like thirst or exposure, or starvation, or can get really, really just horrible statistic effects from not sleeping. By the way, if you notice, sometimes he glitches out because Link doesn't have a shield and he holds it like a roll-on sword.
Really?
It's only for like 1 frame, so you gotta really keep your eye out for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's so cool. Playing shieldless is awesome.
I did not notice that.
Yeah. Yeah, that glitch is actually gone in the 3DS version, which is interesting. I believe I can't continue to go this way, correct?
I don't.
I
think
believe
you need
there's
a key.
Yeah, key right at the end
Key
of this
door.
hallway.
Door.
Or not at the end of the hallway. Oh, no, hold on. This is, key at the end of the hallway. Because that's the spinning fire room to shoot.
Yeah, I think so.
Is there, like, the eye switches?
Did you drop down here somewhere? Yeah. No.
That's in the other room once I untwist it. Do we know what the eye switches are called? Are they just called eye switches?
They're called eye switches.
Okay.
There's no real, there's no real, like, lore behind them, I don't think. I think they're just...
I didn't mean to do that. C-stick is something I'm not used to.
I always gotta... Sorry, I interrupted you. I always got a kick out of the way Link runs. He runs with his arms way out.
His arms are way out. Like, right there. It's normal. But
like, whoa!
You know, it kind of looks like he's treading through water. Like, that's what your arms
would
be like.
You kind of do that. You kind of trudge through water. He's always doing that. It's strange.
Something else that was also pretty cool was... Oh, is the treasure chest not there?
No, it is.
Oh, yeah. On the treasure chest on the wall. That was super cool to me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well...
Because
when I was a kid, I thought I was like, oh, I'm going to be able to walk on the wall or something.
Right. Because you gotta remember, like, what? You were, like... I was, like, 9, and you were, like... 5 or something. Hey, it's okay, because, you know, this game's rated E for everyone. There's nothing bad about this game that are scary. Rated E for everyone.
Except almost every temple has something absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. Yep. Especially if you're 5 years old.
Yeah.
I could not...
Shadow Temple gave me nightmares.
I could not imagine playing this game as a 5-year-old. I wouldn't survive.
This was cool. It was like, oh, okay, that was... Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Man, the architect who made this, great job.
Well,
to make twisting concrete rooms. You, sir.
I wonder if there's gotta be an architect out there in the world who's like,
Has tried this?
Has tried that, some that.
Who did the painting of like all the stairs on the side and like 3D?
Escher?
Yeah.
MC Escher.
I think he was an architect. Like
No, he was
side
just
job.
I don't think so. He was just a. He was just a guy who liked to make it possible thing, which was actually a really cool thing because. We were talking about Chrono Cross.
Please hit him. Thank you.
We were talking about Chrono Cross dinner.
Which, by the way, you make like. Well, you don't make 'cause you make the pizza, but you choose the best toppings for pizza.
Thank you.
Every time I try a pizza that you design, I'm like, this is my new favorite thing.
Yeah, it's good.
You add feta cheese, which is like brilliant because I never think about it.
Yeah, it adds a lot of texture to the pizza, I think.
These things are creepy looking. Do you ever notice you can see Link's arrows? You can see Link's arrows breaking off of certain enemies.
I have to look carefully. I may have noticed that. Sometimes they fly off.
Yeah, it breaks on the wall. Well, that's what I mean. Like, they break and fly off.
Right,
They do that off the Wall Master.
Yeah.
Which...
What, that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the Floor Master.
Floor mat, sorry.
Get it right? The Wall Masters are ones on the ceiling?
Wouldn't it be Ceiling Master?
You would think so, but it's a misnomer. Yeah. So anyway, tell you
what if they had Wall Masters on the walls too? Like they acted like security cameras? Like the Dwarf Gecko?
Oh, yeah, that'd be kind of neat, yeah.
Would you... Thank you. Get on the ladder, Link.
One. You're a time. You tell me what to do.
Did you ever see the TV commercials for the Ocarina of Time HD?
Ocarina of Time HD?
Well, okay. The remake for 3DS?
I don't think so.
With Robin Williams?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he named his daughter Zelda.
Zelda.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Commercial was like the best thing ever when I saw it.
Yeah.
I really like Robin Williams. I don't care what anyone says about him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a little crude and stuff, but I mean,
Well, I mean, I totally missed it. Completely. My arrow was underneath it.
Very gracious.
But ever since Genie, man. Like, in my mind, he can do no wrong. Everything is forgivable.
I was just talking Octo. Really?
Well, not everything.
Like, even, like, Bicentennial Man and,
What? What?
It's a movie he made.
I'm very ignorant with his movies. So with the movies I've seen that he's in, everything's forgiven.
Well, I was just
the stand-up comedy I've seen from him, everything's forgiven. I
was just on Octo that Robin Williams only did like one, maybe two of the Aladdin movies, and everything else was done by Dan Castellaneta, or Dan Castellaneta, however you pronounce his name. And you were surprised by that, weren't you?
Well, yeah, because when you're a kid, you just kind of think, oh, that's Genie. He only has one voice. Genie is the guy.
Right.
Like, no one plays the Genie, it's just Genie.
Yeah. Well, for me, I've always been into voice acting. I wish I had enough, like, acting chops to voice act.
Well, I think, after hearing your singing voice, I'm pretty sure... Well, because your singing voice sounds nothing like your talking voice.
Thank you, yeah. No, that's what
Why is that a thank you? Your singing voice sounds nothing like your talking voice. Thank you.
Well, I mean, assuming you're making it as a compliment.
Well, it is, but I'm not dissing your talking voice.
Okay, no, I got it.
But yeah, so that's why I think you would have range if you tried.
Yeah, I think I do. But
I think for one of these LPs, you should have to narrate everything. Drop mid-sentence and narrate.
Yeah, well, I've
show everyone your voice, acting talent. Or maybe not talent. We will find out together.
Yeah. Well, this probably kind of reminded me of Alice in Wonderland.
A little bit. The first time when I was a kid, it crushed me.
Did it?
I wasn't thinking about it.
Again, Nami warns you, and we didn't listen.
Why am I not in? Oh.
Because you always be in third person mode there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you gonna... Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there's one right here, right?
Usually you can see him. The draw distance is not quite so good because, well, You know what I mean by draw distance, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not sure that's a term that...
FPS players know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't drugs. Encouragement.
Oh, come on, man.
Excuse me? We gonna...
No.
We'll be playing that right now?
No.
They're all back.
Alright, Smart Alec, what's draw distance then?
Draw distance is the distance of where you can render objects.
Okay, alright. Yep. Good.
I really wish I could go in first person and get you.
And the added benefit is now the audience knows what draw distance is as well.
I'm sure they all knew.
Not everyone.
I'm sure they're all brilliant.
Oh yeah, probably. But, did you ever get stuck on this part?
When I was a kid, yeah. When I am an adult.
When I am an adult?
When I am an adult, no. See, it was that one that threw me off when I was a kid, because I'm like, it's the bottom of a torch.
Oh, really?
But this one's also the bottom of a torch.
Oh, confusing.
I actually got lucky with the way it landed. Have you ever had it landed all jumbled
All
and you're
jump,
like,
yeah.
ugh.
Pushing, you know. I remember always thinking to myself, come on, Link, like you're like a super strong like hero time guy. Surely you can push a little faster. You know?
Those are probably solid stone.
Yeah.
Link is a
No.
Link is a beast for being able to push these.
Yeah.
Oh, I really hope I get this right. I think it's right there. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice. Perspective. That timer is very intense, eh?
Yeah.
You should not target them, aren't you?
No, it's you're supposed to let them hit you with your shield, or you can just dodge them 3 times. See, but no one knows that because everyone plays with shield. So when the first time I went shieldless, I'm like, oh, okay, well just gotta take the hit, right?
I see.
But no, you can just dodge them.
Because I'm thinking of the pose, like the scanner pose.
Yeah.
They won't appear unless you not target them. They'll always say disappeared. I'm having trouble speaking today.
It's okay.
Always say to say disappeared? What is that supposed to mean?
Okay.
Anyway.
Don't beat yourself up over English, the English ring.
But I always do that. Like, for example, Octo and my boss.
Yeah.
The way he says, sort of like a word, always reminds me of something. Because here's the thing, you know, the what's it called? The box top set, the streaming box top thing,
the Roku? It's Roku, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Roku.
A lot of people call it the Roku.
Oh no, it's Roku, right?
It is Roku.
It is Roku, but
are you sure?
yes, it's spelled R-O-K-U. Well, it's Roku.
But there's things that are misspelled all the time, or mispronounced all the time.
No, I'm just saying, it really is supposed to be Roku, but it always pronounced Roku around here, around the office.
Yeah, I hear Roku a lot in like on podcasts, but I don't know if it's Roku or Roku.
It has to be Roku.
I want to hear it from the creator just to make sure.
I'm telling you, the way that the grammar is R-O. It has Ro.
That's a sweet shot.
Anyway. English.
This temple's going a lot faster than I was expecting it.
It's like everything else, really. I mean...
Okay, so we just gotta go down here.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're almost done this temple, so... I mean,
we'll just
usually
stop
goes faster. It usually goes faster. Because you've done it so many times, right? So.
Yeah. This also used to confuse me when I was a kid, because I was like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to know which one? And I always go and check.
Yeah.
But there's the map. Yeah, I never
oh, yeah, right.
There's a map with markers.
Yeah.
Like, oh. I'd always check,
there's
like,
a
okay.
behind one of those that aren't chests, really chest related. But
yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing. Which, if you're collectaholic, you are. And some gamers are. You're more an achievement hunter.
Achievement hunter indeed. Oh. I'm not using the controller for the C buttons. It's just rupees, right? It's a waste of my time. Yep. Oh, there it is. They're a waste of my time.
A bundle of them. Whoa, what's going on? It's dark.
What's that dark there? Didn't look dark to me.
Yeah, and it just... No, it's... Never mind. Yeah. Okay, do you remember on Sunday morning we were talking about, limitations of games and how it actually helped the industry?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like case in point, right? For those of you who have played it, not everyone has who's watching, but those of you who have, Resident Evil, wait, no, not Resident Evil, Silent Hill. First when it came out, there was 0 draw distance.
Yeah.
So, because they couldn't do it because of technology. So what
Yeah.
they do, oh, let's make things really foggy.
Yeah, foggy, quote
Quote, or really, it was just because they couldn't do it. But that actually really helped them in the long run.
Yeah.
It actually made it so they could make a spooky atmosphere. But that wasn't
monsters
intentional.
come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's why the Silent Hill HD collection flopped with a lot of people.
Yeah.
They got rid of the fog, so you could see everything coming.
Yeah. So what I was saying to Octo was that back in the inception of the gaming industry, it was like it was good that we had these limitations, right? Chiptunes, for example. You know what chiptunes are?
Yeah,
Like
love chiptunes.
8-bit songs. Right?
Yeah.
I think they're okay. In my opinion, I prefer them to sound more modern. But the fact that they had to stick with chiptunes meant that they had to think of music that would be catchy and memorable because they only had 3 notes. They only had a chord to go on.
Yeah.
So they had to make it good. Run back out?
Well, I mean, this is the boss room, and there's no boss. There's paintings. Well,
Run back out.
if you, well, it worked on the ghosts. Am I doing? Okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm just like what?
Jeez.
Oh my gosh!
How surprising!
Oh!
Look how two-dimensional those spikes look, eh?
Oh, we're gonna beat Ganondorf right away. Right away. End of the game right here.
You wanna get why this?
What?
Why do you do that? Why
Now
do you do
he's
that?
the bull man.
No, why do you do that? Because he could have tricked you into thinking that you killed Ganon. Or
Well, the problem is the problem being is Ganondorf. Right.
I can't remember what the tell is.
They look realistic.
Well, they all look.
No, there's some without details.
What?
Yeah.
Talking about?
You'll see. I'll try to do it. Okay. That's the real one. That's fake one. Less details.
Oh yeah.
Details. Less details.
Oh! That's a good dodge. Just roll out of that one. Roll it out. They're kind of darker and they're harder to like make out.
Yeah. That's fake one.
I know that.
Yeah.
I literally guessed every time. I just
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't I notice that before? That's really dumb of me.
Ganondorf outs himself though at the end of this fight.
Well, that's another dumb thing, right? Like, that's the real one. Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Come on, let's play tennis.
I always thought his feet looked very funny here.
Yeah.
They look like ragdoll feet.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Raggedy
There's
man.
like there's there for decoration.
Yeah, they're raggedy feet.
Okay. Can I hit you, please? Yeah. See, okay, if I wasn't trying to end this fight instantly, I wouldn't be double attacking him. I used to love this fight.
I adored this one.
More than the actual Ganon fight itself when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I would keep a save file here, and then I would copy, and so I can always face it.
That's the way I felt about floaters. Oh no, he's gonna die!
That looked like he was trying to knock on. My favorite is when you can totally fine.
You can die. I can get hit by electricity.
Stop missing, Link. Is when you can get in like a straight up tennis match or something.
That gets really intense if you like get that in the last hit. Oh, here we go. So fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh well, I killed you.
You phase them through the gate there.
Come at me, Thanos cannon.
Do that. Do that a lot. Do that a lot. Oh, that was close. That should have hit you. See that? That was in you.
Diddy's got it.
Linked it.
Linky linked it.
Linked. Oh, that's weird.
Voice act.
Hey kid, you did quite well. It looks like you went into slight skill. You defeated only my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy.
At the laugh.
What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish him to the gap between dimensions.
There you go. That was not bad, not gonna lie. It was pretty good.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Oh boy.
The laugh really adds. Okay, Link, you're good. Are you gonna yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
That was a cool thing.
His idle animations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when he's in the fire temple, he sweats. When he's in the ice cavern,
I actually didn't notice that until you told me.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So cool.
Stuff like that is what I love about when game designers are very... They're very careful about things, and they're very careful about details. And they didn't have to put that in.
No, they didn't at all.
But they're like, okay, whatever, let's put that.
You know what else they didn't have to put in, apparently, is the powers that come from
the medallions.
I know. Did you ever see the beta of... you know what? I'll talk to you about that after. Voice act. You can be a little girl. Voice act.
I can't, though.
Voice act. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. No. You don't have to explain it to me, because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. I will stay here as the Forest Sage and help you. You won't. Please take this medallion.
This pointless medallion. You're basically giving me a penny.
Yes, well...
A green penny. Anyway, this is pretty good.
Green penny,
This is pretty good. Okay, so...
I just don't want to... I can go higher. I have a 500 falsetto, but I don't want to... I'm not sure how it's going to sound on the audio.
Yeah. Hey, you receive the Forest Medallion. Saria awakens as a sage and adds her... No.
Adds her nothing to you.
She gave you a firm handshake. Saria will always be your friend. But not,
yeah.
Actually, because she never speaks to you ever again.
Well, no, you can call her whenever you want. You never call home. You never call home, and you never,
It's her responsibility to call me.
I'm the hero of time. I don't have time to call on everybody.
I'm the hero of time. I don't have time.
Right.
Wow.
Whoa. You just blew my mind.
You're going to have to... Earring?
Yeah, you came in here too as well.
You gotta voice act.
No, I don't.
Treat.
No, I
voice
don't.
act a treat.
Why?
You gotta speak Barky.
Barky?
Barky.
No way. He's
My good.
Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you in this area broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and fawn and flourish. Thanks a lot. It just has nothing to say about that. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognize you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grew up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you're not a Kokiri. You're actually a Hylian. I'm happy to finally reveal this secret to you.
Dun dun
Dun dun
dun!
dun!
You don't have to voice act this.
Okay. It's too serious.
Well, I'm just saying, you're like, I'm into voice acting.
No, I
and then
am,
I asked you
I
to
am. I
voice
just
act,
don't-
and you're like, oh, you know.
No,
You're
I
getting
just-
all embarrassed.
I just don't know how people are gonna like it.
All that matters is that you like it.
Okay. Anyway, so the baby boy, it's in red. Notice that?
Uh-huh.
But it's important.
So
that's
Moses.
No. That's fire, not water.
But basically Moses.
Well, there's no tree involved. It's mostly...
No, but it's a
Most
Moses
of the
story.
Egyptians... Not really.
It's to save her son, hides him somewhere
That's
else.
the only...
And other people raise him.
That's only...
There's a similarity to Moses.
The Deku are good. Like, here's what happens. Like, Moses gets into the sea of the reeds, right? And the Pharaoh's daughter comes and picks him up. That's really significant because the Pharaoh's daughter is like Well, he's trying to kill the Jews, right? So
Okay,
these are
there
nice.
is people. I know this was a popular movie with people when they were kids. Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt, yeah.
Okay.
What?
This is kind of a religious story.
I know, but
A little bit. A little bit.
in one sense.
In one sense. And that's all the sense I need.
No.
Just one.
I'm gonna.
Well, you know, he's probably in the same universe.
Yes. At this point, I do understand how absurd that theory is. I don't want to.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think
Yeah,
it's fine.
Octo was just messing with me.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that was the Forest Temple.
Yep.
Off to Death Mountain. We'll see you guys later.
Or Mountain.